All right, guys, I'm going to give you a quick update of where we are today. So technically we are on day seven of this installation, including the guys coming to repair all of the sheetrock, bed and texture the room, as well as clean everything. We're going to do one last vacuuming here, as well as hang up all of the customers' artwork and get the furniture back in place. So things are moving along. We're getting super excited. We've already tested all of our connections. We got the projector put up and verified the HDMI works, as well as all of our speakers have been toned out. Our subwoofers have been toned out, connected to the AVR. Now Chase is over here working on the programming for the URC system for the 1120 handheld remote and the 8600 in-wall touchscreen. That way he has an easy to use interface to control this entire room. So we're going to proceed forward with getting everything vacuumed one last time, get our paintings up on the wall, and then our furniture in place. It's getting exciting, guys. Stay tuned, and we're going to be moving on to final alignment of the projector and setting up our AVR for our 5.4.6 Dolby Atmos system. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like this content, don't forget to down below, drop comments, and let us know how we're doing. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, now we got all of our subwoofers in place. We're going to start bringing the furniture in and bringing this room together. All right, guys, we're moving along with these subs, getting them completely unwrapped and connected up to our cables. So we have a WAP box for surge protection. We have our RG6 RCA cable connected to our LFE, and then our high voltage power connected to our WAP box in the sub. Moving along. All right, we're cruising now, guys. Chase is working on testing our connections for our IR sensor to the projector, as well as our screen, and working on programming while I got all these subs, these 4 16-inch subs out of the box. I'm going to take you through the room and just show you what we got currently. Got a sub down here. Screen is being tested. We got another sub over here. Another sub back here at the rear of the room on our WAP box. And one more sub over here. So now all our subs are in place. We're going to go ahead and lay out our seating. right, Dreamedia family, we're moving along. Got all of our furniture in place. Chase is almost finished with our programming for the URC, and I'm gonna start popping off all of these paint covers. These paint grills on the Focal speakers are top notch, guys. Very, very important whenever you're doing a project like this to have a speaker, architectural speaker company that has these type of paint grills. And that's one of the reasons that I use Focal so much. Not to mention, I'm just a diehard fan. I love all their technology and their trickle down from their high-end lines like the Utopia all the way down into their entry-level models. But these paint grills are great. They're magnetic. They're just clung right on. And we're going to magnetically attach our grills, our permanent grills afterward, whenever the homeowner gets back and we've demoed everything. I'm going to be leaving the grills off for now and just touching up, cleaning all of our speakers to ensure that they're clean and presentable to the homeowner. And then I'll give them the option for putting the grills on or leaving them off. But so that you guys can see the speakers on YouTube, I'm gonna leave all of the grills off for now, but I will test fit just one so you can kind of see what the finished product looks like. All right, follow me. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you all of the paint grills that I took off. I am going to save. So these are for our 4 in walls, and this is for all 7 in ceiling. Save these just because if you ever need to paint the room in the future, you have the paint grills on hand ready to go. It makes it so much easier for your painters. Next, I'm going to demonstrate for you guys just how one of these grills would look, one of the in ceiling and one of the in walls. I'll start off with this in wall right here. All right, so here's one of the magnetic grills, and these are paintable as well, guys. I'm just gonna stick it right on like this. Boom. Speaker's gone. Now I'm gonna show you or demonstrate what an in-ceiling one would look like. All right, this is an example of an in-ceiling grill, magnetic grill going on. Just like that. Very easy to install. So again, we're only gonna put the grills on if the customer wants it. He'll be back to the house here in a couple hours, but we're gonna keep moving forward with the install. I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like if you did want to put the grills on.
Hey guys, so real quick on these grills, and this is universal to the Focal line. So they're gonna come in this white finish here. You guys can take your paint code from your walls and custom order an aerosol version and just lightly dust them a couple times, give it a few coats, just make sure you don't plug any holes, and you can paint match them. But something else that I didn't realize when I first started installing Focals in the field is you guys see this Focal logo? It's pretty sweet, and based on the line you get, that logo may be a little different, but it doesn't always look great based on where a speaker is. You guys can actually just get your fingernail under those and pop the logos off if you want a non-logoed grill. So yes, you can also re-stick them on. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention because I thought that was pretty cool, and I do that fairly often now when paint matching, just popping off the logos and sticking them on afterwards or whatever you want. But it comes off super easy. I'm not going to do it, obviously, because this is not my speaker grill, but there you go.
Next, I'd like to take you through the room and show you exactly where we are right now. We got all the speakers in, projector mounted, projector screen installed and tested. All of our macros for our control system have been tested. Before I put the speaker grills on, I want to show you guys one quick tour of this entire space. Follow me. All right, check it out, Dreamedia family. I'm going to take you through this room and kind of show you exactly where we are right now. So we have our front left speaker in, looking good. Our front left subwoofer in, connected to surge protection, and our LFE connected. Got our screen up. Guys, I mean, how cool is this screen? It retracts right out of the ceiling and retracts right back up into the ceiling. making this what I am calling the stealth home theater. Check it out over here. We got our front right speaker put in. And on all of these speakers, we are rotating our tweeters inward. So same thing over here on our surround rear left. We got that tweeter rotated in. Let's touch that up. We're going to put the grills on after this, but I just wanted to show you guys before I did put the grills on the speakers. Same thing over here on this side of the room. We got our surround left speaker. Looking good. Rotated that tweeter towards our listening area. And then now let's look at the ceiling. So all of these are our Atmos speakers. So Atmos rear left, mid left. As you can see, all of these tweeters are rotated inward towards the target listening area. This is our front Atmos. See how that tweeter is rotated inward. And then our center speaker. This is actually for the dialogue. This is one of the most important speakers in the room. And then over here, we have our Atmos right front, mid Atmos, and rear. Looking good. So I just showed you guys around the entire room of all these insane architectural speakers that we have perfectly mounted in the ideal location for this custom integration job that we did. Now I wanted to take you into the closet and show you the busy work that Chase has been working on that you guys typically don't see and the homeowner's never going to care about. But check it out, guys. All right, so check it out, guys. This is our rack, and it has a nice FS series rack. You guys see me use this in my videos all the time. The FS series rack is absolutely wonderful. Has a nice glass door on it, allowing you to conceal everything. And it has vents right here on the top. Has nice casters or wheels down on the bottom so you can rotate it around. So we have our surge protection from Wattbox that we upgraded the system to for clean power. We got our rack plate, all of our networking. We have our Denon AVR down here, and then all of our Sonos gear. And you can see Chase did a really good job of bundling our wires nice and clean up here. All right, guys, so we're moving on to the fun part now. We're going to be talking about how to configure your ADR for this configuration, which is the 5.4.6. So, Chase, can you open the door for me? So I can control this. Or actually, technically, I could use the universal remote now. But this works. So we are going to select a 11 channel system. So we're going to go to 11.1. And then I'm going to go to, on the floor level, just 5 channels, which is going to allow me to select 6 channels for our overhead Atmos, because this is an 11 channel processor. So you could do with this processor a 7 channel bed layer, and you could do as many subs as you want, really. And then you could do 4 overhead Atmos, powered all through this one AVR. Another popular configuration would be like a 5.4, 5.4.4, or 5.2.4, a 9 channel system, and then maybe you want to power up a separate zone. Like we could have powered up the bar speakers or powered up the patio speakers. In this house, we're using Sonos, and we have separate amps for those zones, so it's not necessary. And we threw a Sonos port on the system to tie in Sonos for the surround sound system. So we're going to keep moving forward. We have 5 channel bed layer, 4 subwoofers, and then we have 6 Atmos speakers. Now, the layout is wrong. We want to go and adjust this. We're doing top front, top middle, and top rear. It's very important that you select, if you look up here, the proper configuration. The other ones that you saw, top front, or even they have like Atmos enabled speakers that you can put on your towers or on your bookshelves, are nice, but not the best, let's just say. When able, I always want to put my Dolby Atmos speakers in directly overhead in the ceiling for best possible response. And now that our amplifier is configured properly, we can move on to the calibration. Another little thing that I like is down here, view speaker terminals. Chase has already connected all of our speakers, so we don't have to do this, but the diagram right here really does a good job if you're doing this yourself or you haven't done it before on showing exactly where the speakers need to go on the physical terminals on the back of the AVR. So don't be afraid to open this up and view your terminals and ensure all your connections are proper. Now, what we're gonna do, just to confirm that everything is set up properly, is we're gonna go back and do a tone test. So, subwoofer, we're gonna need to change this to 2 subwoofers. We're gonna group our fronts together and our rears together. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and continue forward with our calibration. You can either use the paper mic that comes included, or you can utilize a tripod. We're gonna be using a tripod. Next, connect it to the front of your AVR, turn on your subwoofers, we've already done that. And then it wants you to measure 8 locations throughout the room. So we're gonna go around and measure 8 different spots in this room, and that microphone is gonna measure the output of the speaker so that it can gauge the distance of that speaker from the primary listening area or all 8 listening areas, and then assign the appropriate amount of power to those speakers, as well as do our crossovers. Now, the Odyssey calibration is okay. I like to use more sophisticated options such as Dirac, or sometimes I get into some manual tuning to my personal preferences or the customer's personal preferences. But in today's video, to make things simple, I just want to show you guys the Odyssey setup, which is very simple to do and anybody can do themselves at home. We're going to go ahead and hit next and start running. All right, so what's going on right here is called subwoofer matching. It's telling me that my subwoofers are turned too high. I'm gonna go around the room and adjust each individual subwoofer to the appropriate level. So hang in there with me. All right, guys, we just finished measuring all of our seating positions. Now we're going to move on to the next step. Dynamic EQ maintains bass clarity and surround sound at low volume levels. I turn this on. It also allows you to enjoy late night movies and television. It's just an option. You can toggle it on or off and see which one you enjoy more. All right, so now it's just analyzing all the data that the microphone received and again, assigning the appropriate power to each speaker and assigning crossovers. I always look at the Odyssey as like a great starting point, and then I'll go in and play some of my favorite scenes, some of my favorite movies, and tweak it to my liking and the customer's liking. What I've noticed over the years with custom integration and home theaters is everybody's ears are different and everybody likes their music and movies formatted differently. Meaning some people love bass, some people don't. Some people have a hard time hearing high frequency audio, such as dialogue. Everybody's ears are different and we want to tweak the system to perform best for the primary homeowner. So when we come in and start listening to our demo scenes, we'll get this puppy dialed in perfect. But this is a good starting point. All right, disconnect the microphone. So if we go into our manual setup, one thing I'd like to point out is under speaker configuration, always come in to your front speakers and change them to small. This might sound weird if you have some big old tower speakers. And the reason that I'm recommending to change them to small is because if you have big subwoofers in your system, you really want to cross over at 80 Hertz and send all of the low frequency effects to your subwoofers for infrasonic bass. Whereas if you did have some big old towers at the front of the room that were large speakers and you didn't have subwoofers in the system, you would leave them set to large. And what that's going to do is run your front speakers at full range, basically allowing them to act as close to a subwoofer as they can, giving you the full range of frequency. Now, the issue is that most tower speakers don't perform very well in the low frequencies, which is why we introduced in this system and all systems dedicated subwoofers, so you get a tighter, deeper response and you allow your in walls or floor standers to handle the high frequency and the mid frequency effects. Everything else looks good here, but that is one of the biggest settings that I like to change. I'm gonna go in and check my levels and just start a tone test to see how it came through by default. Check out my bass settings, LFE plus main. This is an important setting. You want it to play through the LFE and main. So if you're listening to multi-channel stereo, it also outputs your bass. LFE or LPF crossover at 80. That basically means when the processor receives an 80 Hertz signal, it's going to then transfer that signal off of my mids and high frequency over to my dedicated subwoofers. So now our surround sound is configured in the processor for a 5.4.6, and we're going to move on to running some demo scenes. All right, guys, check it out. Now we got all the grills on. Now it is truly a stealth home theater. I wanted to leave the grills off just so that you guys could see the finished product. A lot of my customers like seeing the woofers. This is a low-key stealth theater, and the wife had opted to put the grills on, so now we have them on. And keep in mind, they're able to be painted as well to specifically match your exact paint. Chase gave some tips on how to do that earlier in the video, so check it out.
Now target, Bob. Target 3. Stand by, lad. Come on, Bob. Come on. Stand by.
Here, as the bullets fly past him, how they're behind us. And then the helicopter, you should hear it. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah. Turn it down a little. All right, it sounds pretty good.
All right, Dreamedia family, that is a wrap on this absolutely stunning stealth home theater in a 5.4.6 Dolby Atmos system featuring some of our absolute best-selling equipment. I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you to everybody all around the country that shops with us and supports us with their full-blown smart home integration projects or their dedicated home theater, whole house audio, outdoor entertainment projects. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We cannot do it without you guys. And I just feel so blessed to be a part of this company and be able to create these incredible experiences for you guys. That's really what these are, guys. Yes, it's a speaker, it's a projector, it's an amp, but at the end of the day, when it all comes together, What we do here at Dreamedia is create experiences, and this one truly shines. The full Focal 300 series with those aluminum magnesium inverted dome tweeters and the flax woofers create just absolute perfect clarity, nice mid-range, and then we paired it together with our SBS SB16 Ultras, 4 of them in this space, which absolutely slam. The homeowner is absolutely blown away and thrilled by what we did here today. And I'm just so honored to be able to be part of the project's build as well as the experience, and seeing that look on their face, seeing their eyes and their face light up whenever they watch their first movie scene. Well, guys, that does conclude our video. We put in a killer Focal system, the LS 12,000 with the Dragonfly motorized drop-down tab tension screen. I mean, incredible setup. We got the URC, the 1120 handheld, the 8600, the 8600 on-wall touchscreen. Everything's looking absolutely wonderful. If you would like us to do something like this in your home, reach out today for a free video consultation. Dreamedia is nationwide and would love the opportunity to earn your business. Keep in mind, we don't only do home theaters. We do everything technology related for your home. And we have something very special called the Dreamedia Plus program. If you're interested in us doing the entire home from start to finish, or some crazy complex home theater where you want to do acoustic analysis, 3D renderings, 3D animation fly-throughs, speaker layout, sight lines, seating charts, the screen size, viewing angles, the whole 9 yards, we can help you out with everything with white glove service, making it easy for you to just pick some of our awesome options that we have available here at Dreamedia. So ask about that Dreamedia Plus program. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative in helping you make a buying decision. If you liked this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up and don't forget to smash that subscribe button down below. Till next time, this is Zach with Dreamedia Home Theater. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.